Hello, my name's Reagan Wiles.
And my name is Andrew Kruska, and we are so excited to present to you Hello World, a socialier social media. Our goal is for Generation Z, the loneliest generation, to utilize our social media app as a stepping stone instead of a final destination when building their community by prompting users to make in-person friends, build their scrapbook of memories, and say hello to the friends around them.
So, the problem that we ran into that made us come up with our idea was we see this problem especially arise within the social habits of Generation Z, a group of 68.5 million people. These digital natives have already paved the way in social connectiveness, but we have seen their technological strengths regarding virtual correspondence really shine during and after the pandemic. However, it is possible to have too much of a good thing, and having friends online doesn't necessarily translate to having friends in person. A 2020 Cigna study found that 73% of Gen Z feel lonely, deeming them as the loneliest generation of all. Psychology Today attributes these feelings of social isolation to three main reasons. First is digital overstimulation, second is negative social media comparison, and third is an inability to have dependent relationships with adults in familial and friend circles. Additionally, with multiple emerging technological platforms, many consumers catch themselves in a state of hyper fatigue, which is summarized in a 2024 Mintel Global Report as feeling of exhaustion paired with the stress of global calamities such as the pandemic, paired with almost completely digitized impersonal social circles.
Yeah, and in order to combat this, Hello World uses geofencing to prompt users to meet random friends face to face when they're out and about. When an individual enters an area where there are other Hello World users, a prompt will appear on both of their phones that says there's a new friend nearby. Users will then hold their phones up to their forehead with the screen displaying a big emoji and the words Hello World. Both individuals will then approach each other, exchange a quick greeting, and take a selfie on each device. This selfie will be added into each user's personal scrapbook and can be captioned like a traditional social media post. And about 15 minutes after leaving the interaction, those users will have the option to friend each other. Within the app, the selfies will be posted on a shared timeline between friends and at their discretion on a public timeline using their general location, such as the city they're in. There's also a global map section where individuals can travel to popular monuments and locations, for example, the Eiffel Tower, to see where other Hello World users have taken selfies together. Each special location will have its own scrapbook, which stores every past selfie from users who have connected there. So if you connected with a new friend at the Eiffel Tower, you'll always be able to select that location and see your picture among every other connection. Since both users have an app prompting them to meet, it takes away the awkwardness of cold approaching possible friends and allows individuals to view possible connections as a friendly game-like challenge instead of an awkward burden. We have a wait list of 22 people and an active Instagram page. And Hello World will be the first step in helping the loneliest generation be less alone.
Yes, so now let's talk about our revenue streams. We plan on generating three different streams of revenue. First is premium accounts. For only $2 a month, users can customize their scrapbook, they can write longer captions, and share and export their scrapbooks to other social media apps. Additionally, our second stream of revenue is where businesses can promote on the Hello World app. So, for example, if McDonald's promoted within our app, when a user was walking by McDonald's, they might get a notification that says something like, "There's friends within the McDonald's nearby." Once the user enters that premise, um, they can be shown possible discounts or possible coupons from the business that is promoting within the Hello World app. Next, we're also looking at advertising in free space on the timeline or with ads that appear when swiping through scrapbook pictures.
And as of right now, we have no direct competitors. We have a similar ethos to Be Real, but we build on the push for showcases of raw humanity by encouraging real in-person connections. Additionally, Yubo, House Party, they push for spontaneous user interaction, but that's again through digital video chat instead of actual in-person interactions. Though these applications have similar missions for connectedness and real depiction of users, they can still coexist in a harmonious way with Hello World.
So why us? Together, our team has 5+ years of combined programming experience. We all have extensive backgrounds working in student startups. We communicate well together. We work well together. We have a genuine love for entrepreneurship. And most importantly, we want an easier way to make friends in person.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
This is the backend for our application. We're using a C# RESTful API with documentation through Swagger. This API describes a handful of endpoints that we use for logic and updates within our application. We're hosting this API on EC2 through AWS. On our EC2, we have 3 containers composed through a Docker file. We have a container for our database initializer, which is a Python script, our PostgreSQL database, and our RESTful API. The Docker file initiates the Python script, which uses an object relational mapper called SQL Alchemy to generate the tables that we need, as well as generate the stored procedures that allow our API to interface with our database.